Hey, I'm Phil Allison from Bell Property at Hunters Hill. Andrew from Cascon has built a home for myself and my family. He's also built for many of my clients. And now, knowing Andrew just from the building side of things, he's become a really good friend of mine and of our family. The property that we built through Andrew was 24 2nd Avenue in Toongabbie, and it was our first property that we have ever built, and I had no idea what we were in for. Looking back at that construction now, everything was finished immaculately. It was finished, it wasn't even on time, it was finished earlier than he initially said it was going to be. And he was the one calling us to give us updates almost weekly, daily on how things were going. We never at any stage had to call Andrew. There were other builders that we were quoting that had built more and bigger businesses and all those sorts of things, but from the minute that we met Andrew, we genuinely felt like we could really trust him and work well together, and that was so important to us. Off the back of that property that Andrew built for us, I recommended him to a really, really good client of mine in Hunters Hill. In our industry, I wouldn't recommend anyone to a client of mine unless I knew for sure that they were going to look after that client and deliver to them. And I had absolutely no hesitation in recommending Andrew. He really builds them as if it's his own property, like you get that feeling from him. Something that I think is a real credit to Andrew and his team is I've worked on a couple of sales that Andrew had built for, and all of those sales turned out to be record prices for the area, which I think it's not just a coincidence that that's happened. So 24 2nd Avenue in Toongabbie was the one that Andrew built for us, and we smashed that record for a duplex in that area when it came time to sell that. It's still a record today. The ones that he built in 92A Pittwater Road in Gladesville for my client Rick smashed the record by 300,000 for any similar property. And I also was grateful enough, or it was nice enough to work on the sale of Andrew's home at 55 Molokana Crescent in Ropes Crossing. And that too was a huge record price for the area. And Andrew built all of those properties. They were all to the same standard, whether they were for him and his family, like the one in Ropes Crossing, or for me and my family at 24 2nd Avenue in Toongabbie. They were both built with the same amount of love and attention to detail. So I can't recommend Andrew highly enough. He's become a very great friend of mine now, just because of the sort of person that he is. And I think that's represented in the way he does his work too. So if you're fortunate enough to work with Andrew and his team, I know you're going to be in great hands, and he's certainly going to be over the moon with the finished result.